Hello students, welcome back to Advice Learning. We will continue today with chapter number 5, that is coordinate geometry. Now in this chapter so far we have learned many different formulas. The very first practice set, it was based on a formula for finding out the distance between 2 points on the coordinate axis. Okay, that is called the distance formula. After that, after solving practice set 5.1, we saw a new formula, something called as section formula. Now why is section formula used? So section formula is used to find a point that divides a line segment that joins two different points in a certain ratio. Okay, section formula हम लोगों ने derive किया, उसके ऊपर based और दो formulas हम लोगों ने देखे. One was midpoint formula and then the other one was centroid formula. Now based on all these formulas, once again we solved practice set 5.3, and after 5.3 we learned something called as what is the slope of a line. We studied different properties of lines based on slope, okay, and based on the slope formula we started with practice set 5.3. Now in practice set 5.3 so far we have finished till question number 6. Now we will continue with the next two questions in the practice set, question 7 and 8. After that we will continue with the problem set for this chapter. So let us start with question number 7, practice set 5.3. Now in question number 7, once again just like question number 6, 2 points are given to us. There point B का x coordinate नहीं दिया हुआ है, it is k. We have to find the value of k based on the points that are given and the slope between the points. ठीक है, slope of the line segment joining the 2 points. So first point that is given to you is point B, k comma minus 5, and point C, 1 comma 2. Okay, and the slope of the line segment joining these 2 points is 7. Now we just have to use the slope formula here. As you know, the slope formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, and here y2 is nothing but 2 minus minus 5 divided by 1 minus k. Okay, x2 minus x1, and we already know the value of this slope, that is 7. Okay, so we just have to find the value of k here. It is a linear equation. Just change the side. 7 will get multiplied to 1 minus k, and this will be equal to 2. Minus and minus will become plus 5. Okay, so in the next step we are getting 7 into 1 as 7 minus 7 into k is 7k equal to, on the right hand side, 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay, here take this 7 on the other side. Minus 7k will become equal to 7 minus 7. Okay, so this will be equal to 0. That means we are getting the value of k equal to 0 upon 7, that is nothing but 0. Okay, so the coordinates of point B are 0 comma minus 5. Correct? Let us note this down. I'll give you some time to note this down. While I do that, I'll also revise the question for you. So please make sure you note this down while I revise. So these are the 2 points given to you, b k comma minus 5, c 1 comma 2. The slope between the 2 points is 7. We know the formula for slope, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So 7 will be equal to 2 minus minus 5 upon 1 minus k. Here 2 and minus 5 are y2 and y1. Okay, 1 minus k is x2 minus x1. After that we change the side here. Okay, and then we got 7 minus 7k equal to 7. Minus 7 we kept it here only. 7 change the side. So 7 minus 7 is 0. We are finally getting the value of k 0 upon 7, that is 0. Okay, this minus 7 went to the denominator and we got the value 0. Okay, so I hope you have finished writing this. Now there is only one more question left in the exercise. Let us quickly go to that, question number 8. In question 8, once again we have to find the value of k, but the condition that is given in the question is a little bit different. What is given here is if PQ is parallel to RS. So there are two line segments, PQ and RS, they are parallel to each other. Okay, and all the coordinates of points P, Q, R and S are given to us. सिर्फ जो S के coordinates है उसमें k का value नहीं दिया हुआ है. We have to find the value of k. Now we know the properties of parallel lines, right? Slope properties. So point P here is 2, 4. Point Q here is 3,6, point R, 3,1, and point S, it is 5, K. We have to find this value of K. We know that from the question PQ is parallel to RS. Okay. Now when we studied the properties of slope of line, ठीक है, उसका properties में हम लोगों ने ये देखा कि if two lines are parallel, the slope of those two lines is going to be equal. Correct? We studied that property earlier. So if PQ is parallel to RS, that means the slope of PQ is equal to slope of RS. So from here we can find out the slope of PQ and then equate it with the slope of RS to find the value of K. So let us find out the slope of PQ, which will be equal to, use the formula y2 minus y1. So 6 minus 4 upon x2 minus x1 is 3 minus 2. So you are getting 2 divided by 1, that is just 2. So 2 is the slope of line segment PQ. Now if the lines are parallel, the slope of RS is also going to be 2. So we'll just write that since PQ is parallel to RS, okay, slope of PQ is equal to slope of RS. Okay, therefore slope of RS is also equal to 2. Okay, now we'll just apply the formula for slope of RS. Slope of RS will be equal to y2 minus y1, so k minus 1 divided by x2 minus x1, meaning 5 minus 3. Okay, but we know the value of slope of RS, it is just 2, so we'll substitute the value here. 2 equals to k minus 1 divided by 5 minus 3 is once again 2. So therefore here k minus 1 will be equal to 2 into 2, that is 4. That means k will be equal to 4 plus 1 equal to 5. Okay, this is the solution for question number 8 of practice set 5.3. This was the last question. We are finished with the practice set. I'll give you 30 seconds to note this down and then we'll continue with problem set 5. Okay students, now let us start with the problem set. I'll go to the next page. Problem set 5. Now in the problem set, many questions are covered in your assignments, your homeworks for every day. We are just going to solve some selective questions. The first question that I'm going to solve is question number 7. Okay, let us directly go to question 7 from problem set 5. Okay, question 7 में we have to find the coordinates of the circumcenter of a triangle whose vertices are given to you. 3 vertices दिया हुआ है. So suppose this is your triangle. Okay, triangle A, B, C. First vertex here is minus 3, 1. Second vertex is 0, minus 2. Third vertex is 1, 3. Okay, now as I told you earlier, circumcenter यहाँ पे है suppose, so it is going to be equidistant from all 3 vertices. Why equidistant? तभी तो वो सर्कल बनता है, correct? हम लोग कोई भी एक डिस्टेंस को रेडियस लेके पूरा सर्कल बनाते हैं. So this distance is equal to this distance is equal to this distance. So here what we are going to do is circumcenter को हम लोग ले लेंगे point O, suppose x, y, and then we are going to equate the distances and find this x, y. So let us do it. I'll erase the diagram. Let us start. Let point O, x, y be the circumcenter. Okay, Suppose point O x comma y is the circumcenter. As I told you, it is going to be equidistant from all three vertices A, B and C. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, distances को equate करके डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करेंगे. As I told you, distance AO will be equal to distance BO. Correct? Both the distances are equal. हम लोग डायरेक्टली डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. डिस्टेंस AO कितना होगा, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ फ्रॉम पॉइंट A -3,1 to x, y. This is the distance we are calculating. ठीक है, so -3,1 and x, y. डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला क्या है, x1 plus x2 the whole square, x1 minus x2 the whole square I mean. So x minus -3 the whole square plus y minus 1 the whole square will be equal to distance BO. Distance BO मतलब क्या, this time the distance between x, y and vertex B, that is 0, -2. Okay, इन दोनों के बीच में का डिस्टेंस ये भी इक्वल होगा since it is the radius of same circle. So 0, -2 से x, y, this distance will be equal to square root x2 minus x1 the whole square, मतलब x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus -2 the whole square, y minus -2 the whole square. Okay, these two are the distances. So I'll erase the points now. We are equating these two distances. So this is going to be equal to, we can remove the square root from both sides. Squaring both sides किया तो square root हट जाएगा. Correct? So this will be equal to x plus 3 the whole square, y plus minus will become plus y minus 1 the whole square equal to x minus 0 is just x, so x square plus this will be y minus plus 2 the whole square. Okay, when we solve this, here we will get x plus 3 the whole square. We can expand this using a plus b the whole square formula. So a square matlab x square plus 2 into x into 3, that is 6x plus 3 square is 9. Okay, and y minus 1 the whole square, a minus b the whole square. So y square minus 2y plus 1 square will be 1 only. Okay, equal to, this is x square plus यहां पे क्या आएगा, a plus b the whole square once again. So a square is y square plus 2 into y, 4y plus 2 square will become 4. Okay, ये हो गया इसका expansion. We just solve the brackets. Now if you notice here, दोनों side पे x square and x square is getting cancelled. How it is getting cancelled? अगर मैं एक का भी साइड चेंज कर दूं तो x स्क्वायर माइनस x स्क्वायर हो जाएगा, वो 0 हो जाएगा. करेक्ट. सिमिलरली ये प्लस y स्क्वायर और प्लस y स्क्वायर, दिस विल ऑल्सो गेट कैंसल्ड. बट रिमेंबर ये -2y हम लोग कैंसिल नहीं कर सकते ऐसे. ओके, वील हैव टू सॉल्व इट. सो व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग हियर इज 6x. ओके, प्लस 9 प्लस 1 लास्ट में क्या लिख सकते हैं डायरेक्टली, 10. ओके, और ये -2y एज इट इज. नाउ उस साइड पे +4y और +4 है. अगर हम लोग इस साइड शिफ्ट कर दे तो +4y यहां पे -4y हो जाएगा एंड +4 यहां पे -4 हो जाएगा. ऑन द अदर साइड नथिंग विल बी लेफ्ट बट 0. ओके, सो 6x once again as it is, -2y minus 4y will become -6y. Okay, and 10 minus 4 is becoming +6 equal to 0. Now in this entire equation we can divide the equation by 6. पूरे equation को 6 से डिवाइड किया तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. 0 डिवाइड बाय 6 0 ही होता है. ओके, और यहाँ पे 6 से डिवाइड किया तो 1 1 1 तीनों जगह ऐसे आ जाएगा. ओके, दिस विल बिकम 1x मतलब सिर्फ x माइनस 1y मतलब सिर्फ y प्लस 6 डिवाइडेड बाय 6 is 1 equal to 0. So the first equation that we are getting here is x minus y equal to +1 on the other side, it will become -1. This is your equation number 1. Okay, you can clearly see we are getting an equation in two variables x and y. That means अगर मुझे इसको solve करना है तो I will need one more equation in terms of x and y. Okay, तो वो कैसे मिलेगा मुझे, यहाँ पे मैंने AO और BO को equate किया है. Now I will equate the other side also. CO बचा है, right? Distance CO will be equal to AO and BO, इन दोनों से इक्वल होगा वो. सो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, CO एंड BO को इक्वेट करते हैं. Why only BO? Because this is easier. करेक्ट. AO से इक्वेट करेंगे तो थोड़ा लेंदी हो जाएगा. That's why we will equate distance CO equal to distance BO. Correct? These are the two distances that we will equate. Now C का coordinates question में given है already 1,3. Point C का coordinates क्या है 1,3. Point O का coordinate क्या है x, y. So we are finding out the distance CO. तो मतलब यहाँ पे क्या आएगा distance formula use करके square root of x1 minus x2 या x2 minus x1, that is x minus 1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So y minus 3 the whole square. Okay, and on the other side, ये erase कर देता हूं मैं. On the other side distance BO तो हम लोगों ने already solve किया है. As it is मैं लिख दूंगा square root of x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus minus 2 the whole square. Okay, and then when we solve this once again, what we will get here is square root of, now we don't need to write square root again, दोनों साइड square root है, हम लोग दोनों साइड square करके उसको हटा सकते हैं. So I'll remove this square root now. Okay, and we will expand x minus 1 the whole square. कैसे expand करेंगे? Using a minus b the whole square. So this will become x square minus 2 into x into 1, that is 2x, plus 1 square, that is just 1, plus y minus 3 the whole square, same उसी तरह से expand करेंगे. So y square minus 2 3s are 6 into y, 6y plus 3 square is 9 equal to, यहां पे क्या मिल रहा है x square plus y plus 2 the whole square. Okay, now in this equation you can see x square and x square is getting cancelled just like before. Okay, and y square will also get cancelled when we open this bracket. So let us do that. Minus 2x as it is plus 1 plus 9, ये दोनों add हो जाएगा, plus 10 minus 6y भी as it is और plus y square भी as it is equal to, when we open this bracket we will get y square plus 4y plus 4. Correct? Y square plus 4y plus 4, just like before. Now here y square and y square is getting cancelled as I told you. हम लोग थोड़ा सा shifting करके x और y के terms एक side ले लेते हैं. तो minus 2x as it is plus 10 भी as it is minus 6y minus 4y हो जाएगा जब इस साइड आएगा and minus 4 हो जाएगा जब इस साइड आएगा equal to 0. Correct? So this will become minus 2x once again as it is plus 10 minus 4 will become plus 6. Okay, minus 6y minus 4y will become minus 10y equal to 0. Correct? So when we multiply both sides by minus 1, क्यों कर रहे हैं हम लोग ऐसा? x वाला टर्म पॉजिटिव रखेंगे तो थोड़ा इजी होगा. करेक्ट? प्लस 6 को उस साइड ले लो पहले. So we will get minus 2x minus 10y equal to minus 6. अभी इस पूरे इक्वेशन को 2 से डिवाइड कर देंगे. Okay, so this will become minus x minus 5y equal to minus 3, and दोनों साइड को अगर मैं माइनस साइन से मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं तो दिस विल बिकम x plus 5y equal to plus 3. Okay, this is my equation number 2. So हम लोगों को दो लीनियर इक्वेशंस मिल रहा है, x minus y equal to minus 1, x plus 5y equal to 3. इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को जब हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे we will quickly easily get the answer for x and y. Okay, this is how you are going to solve this problem. Equate the distances and you'll get the solution. So I'll wait for you to finish writing till here, and then we'll move on to the next part, solving the equations to find out the value of x and y. I'll give you 1 minute to write this down. Quickly note this down. Okay, so now let us go to the next page where I solve the equations. The equations were x minus y equal to -1 and second equation was x plus 5y equal to 3. Correct? अभी इनको solve कैसे कर रहे हैं? We can simply use elimination method. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Subtract equation number 1 from 2. Subtract करने से x और x cancel हो जाएगा, सिर्फ y बचेगा, we'll get the solution. Correct? So therefore equation 1 from 2 बोला मैंने, तो पहले second equation लिखेंगे x plus 5y equal to 3. From this we will subtract the first equation, that is x minus y equal to -1. Whenever we subtract signs change हो जाता है, तो ये positive x था, now it is negative x, ये negative y था, now it is positive y, ये negative 1 था, now it is positive 1. Okay, we have studied this in the very first chapter of algebra, linear equations in two variables. Okay, so x minus x cancel हो गया, 5y plus y will become 6y equal to 3 plus 1 will become 4. Okay, that means the value of y here is 4 divided by 6, that is 2 2s are 2 3s are 2 divided by 3. This is the value of the y coordinate. Y मिल गया, x भी मिल जाएगा. How? Just substitute the value of y in the equation number 1. You can also substitute it in second equation, but first one is easier. So let us substitute y equal to 2 upon 3 in equation number 1. Okay, so what we will get here is x minus y equal to -1. That means x minus 2 upon 3 equal to -1. Okay, that means x will be equal to -1 plus 2 upon 3. Correct? So we'll cross multiply this. -3 plus 2 divided by 3 is the value of x. That means x is equal to -1 upon 3. Correct? So the coordinates of the circumcenter of the triangle are -1 upon 3, 2, 3, 2 upon 3. So these are the coordinates. We'll write down the final answer. Therefore, coordinates of the circumcenter are 2 upon 3, -1 upon 3. These are the coordinates of the circumcenter. So we'll wait for 30 seconds for you to finish writing this, then we'll move on to the next question. I hope you understood this question very much. There are two more questions just like this in the problem set ahead. So I'll tell you which questions are those, but first finish writing this in 30 seconds. Okay students, now let us go to the next question, question number 8. In question number 8, there are 3 sub questions and we have solved a question similar to this earlier, but there is a slight difference here. Let us see what this question is. In the following examples, can the segment joining the given points form a triangle? If a triangle is formed, state the type of triangle considering sides of the triangle. So before that, before starting with the question, I'll explain the question once again. For example, question 8, first one, there are 3 points given to you. L 6, 4, M -5, -3 and N -6, 8. Okay, तीनों सब क्वेश्चंस में 3 points are given to you. क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा है कि can these 3 points form a triangle? ट्रायंगल बन सकता है कि नहीं? Okay, now for you to understand this, it's very simple. अगर 3 points मैं कहीं पे भी बनाऊं, suppose these are the 3 points, provided they are not collinear, we can always form a triangle. See, okay, this is a triangle. But अगर तीनों points same line में आ जाते हैं, सो वी कैन नेवर फॉर्म अ ट्रायंगल, क्योंकि तीनों एक ही लाइन में, करेक्ट. सो अगर तीनों में से एक पॉइंट भी नॉन कोलिनियर है, देन वी कैन फॉर्म अ ट्रायंगल. नाउ हाउ डू वी फाइंड आउट whether the points are collinear or not? हम लोगों ने दो मेथड सीखा है इसके लिए, डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला वाला मेथड एंड स्लोप वाला मेथड. ओके, यहाँ पे स्लोप वाला मेथड इजियर होता, बट वी हैव टू ऑल्सो टेल कि कौन से टाइप का ट्रायंगल बनेगा. सो फॉर दैट वी विल यूज द डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला. ठीक है, तो फॉर द फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल लेट अस फाइंड आउट डिस्टेंस LM. ओके, डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला से कैसे पता चलता है पॉइंट्स कोलिनियर है कि नहीं? इफ टू डिस्टेंसेस ऐड करके थर्ड डिस्टेंस आ रहा है, देन दे आर कोलिनियर. तो अगर ऐसा कहीं पे भी हुआ, दैट मीन्स ट्रायंगल कैन नॉट बी फॉर्म्ड, करेक्ट. सो लेट अस सी वेदर दीज पॉइंट्स आर कोलिनियर और नॉट. सो डिस्टेंस LM विल बी इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ x2 माइनस x1, मतलब 5 minus 6 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square minus 3 minus 4 the whole square. Okay, this will be equal to square root of minus 11 square plus minus 7 square. This will be equal to square root of 121, correct, minus का square भी positive होता है, plus 49. Okay, this is equal to square root of 121 plus 49 is nothing but 150. So you are getting root 150 units as the first distance. Now let us calculate distance MN. Okay, distance MN will be again x2 minus x1, मतलब क्या, minus 6 minus 5 the whole square plus 8 minus 3 the whole square, y2 minus y1. Okay, this will be the answer for this. So this is equal to square root of minus 6 plus 5 will become minus 1 the whole square, correct, plus 8 plus 3 is 11 square. So here we are getting square root of minus 1 square is just 1 plus 11 square is 121. So we are getting square root of 122. Okay, this is the second distance. Third one, distance LN. Finally, distance LN will be equal to square root of x2 minus x1 is minus 6 minus 6 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 is 8 minus 4 the whole square. Okay, so this is equal to minus 12 the whole square plus 4 square. Okay, so minus 12 square is 144 plus 16, this is equal to square root of 160. Correct? These are the three square roots that we are getting. Let us try to simplify this further. So this is the third distance that we are getting, root 160 units. Now clearly root 150, root 122 and root 160, इन तीनों का points अगर हम लोग लेंगे, they are non-collinear because दो distance add होके third distance नहीं आ रहा है. Okay, these three are all the values are near. See, this is 12 point something, correct, 144 के आसपास है ये. This is 11 point something near 121 and this is 12 point something again. Okay, तीनों को अगर हम लोग देखें तो दो डिस्टेंस ऐड होके थर्ड डिस्टेंस आने का there is no possibility. That means these points, they are all non-collinear. Okay, so therefore we'll write down distance MN plus distance LM is not equal to distance LN. सबसे बड़े वाला जो डिस्टेंस है उसके इक्वल नहीं आ रहा है बाकी के दो डिस्टेंसेस ऐड करके. So the points L, M and N are non-collinear. Hence, we can form a triangle with them using L, M and N. नाउ ये तो हो गया नॉन कोलिनियर नहीं है इसीलिए ट्रायंगल फॉर्म हो सकता है, बट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ट्रायंगल विल फॉर्म्ड व्हेन वी एक्चुअली ड्रॉ द ट्रायंगल. ठीक है, अगर हम लोग तीनों डिस्टेंसेस को चेक करें, ऑल द थ्री डिस्टेंसेस आर डिफरेंट, इनमें से कोई भी डिस्टेंस इक्वल नहीं है. दैट मीन्स व्हाट, ऐसा ट्रायंगल कौन सा होता है जिसका तीनों साइड्स में से एक भी साइड्स इक्वल नहीं है? ऑब्वियसली इट इज अ स्केलीन ट्रायंगल. ठीक है, द ट्रायंगल फॉर्म्ड will be scalene. Okay, in a scalene triangle no sides are equal. So this is the solution for question number 8, first one. Please make a note of this. I'll give you 30 seconds, then we'll move on to the next question. Okay students, moving on to the second sub question in question number 8. The second sub question is point P minus 2 comma minus 6, point Q minus 4 comma minus 2, point R minus 5 comma 0. Okay, these are the 3 points given to you. Once again, using the same logic, first find out distance PQ. So square root of x2 minus x1 minus 4 minus 2 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 minus 2 minus 6 the whole square. Okay, this will be equal to square root of minus 4 plus 2 the whole square plus minus 2 plus 6 the whole square. If we solve this further, you will get minus 2 square plus 4 square. So this is equal to 4 plus 16, that is square root of 20 units. Now this is distance PQ. Similarly, we will find out distance QR. Square root of x2 minus x1, so minus 5 minus 4 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 0 minus 2 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of minus 5 plus 4 the whole square plus 0 minus 2, that is 0 plus 2, that is just 2 square. Okay, when we solve this, we will get square root of minus 5 plus 4 is minus 1. So minus 1 square is just 1 plus 2 square is 4. Correct? So we will get square root of 5 units as the answer. Okay. Now here we are getting square root of 20 units. Okay. That means what we are getting here is square root of 20 is 4 multiplied by 5. Okay, 4 multiplied by 5 is the square root. So this 4 we can take outside, it will become 2, and in the root only 5 will be left. Correct? So 20 units is as good as 2 root 5 units. So 4 का हम लोगों ने square root ले लिया और 2 बाहर आ गया. Okay, why I am telling you this? Because here also we are getting root 5. Here also we are getting root 5 as a multiple of 2. Now let us see what is the third distance. So third distance क्या बचा अभी? Distance PR will be equal to square root of, once again, x2 minus x1, so minus 5 minus 2 the whole square plus y2 minus y1, so 0 minus 6, 0 minus 6 the whole square. Once we solve this, we will get square root of minus 5 plus 2 the whole square plus 0 plus 6 the whole square. Okay, addition हो गया. So this is equal to square root of minus 5 plus 2 is nothing but minus 3 minus 3 square is 9, positive 9, plus this is 6 square, that is 36. So here we are getting square root of 45, correct? Now 45 is nothing but square root of 5 into 9, correct? And 5 into 9 if we do, we'll get square root of 5 in the root itself, and 9 का square root 3 बाहर आ जाएगा. So 3 root 5 units is the distance PR. Now the reason why we have factorized it further is, हम लोग ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 5, यहां पे हम लोगों को जो मिल रहा है स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 5 प्लस 2 रूट 5 ऐड किया तो 3 रूट 5 आता है. दैट मीन्स व्हाट, दो डिस्टेंसेस ऐड करके मुझे थर्ड डिस्टेंस मिल रहा है. सो द पॉइंट्स हियर आर कोलिनियर, और अगर पॉइंट्स कोलिनियर है तो वी कैन नॉट फॉर्म ट्रायंगल विद देम. ठीक है. सो सिंस डिस्टेंस PQ plus distance, this distance is QR, add होके we are getting distance PR. Okay, points PQR are collinear, hence a triangle cannot be formed. Okay, अभी ट्रायंगल फॉर्म ही नहीं हो सकता तो टाइप भी नहीं मिलेगा कोई. सो वी कैन नॉट फॉर्म अ ट्रायंगल यूजिंग दीज 3 पॉइंट्स सिंस दे आर कोलिनियर. Okay, so this is the solution for the second sub question for question number 8. We'll wait for 30 seconds for you to write down the question, then we'll move on to the last sub question in this question. Okay students, now let us move on to the last sub question, question number 8 का third one. The points given here are point A square root of 2 comma square root of 2, point B minus square root of 2 comma minus square root of 2, and point C square root of minus square root of 6 and square root of 6. Let us see whether these points are collinear or not. Let us first find distance AB. Distance AB will be equal to square root of x2 minus x1. So minus root 2 minus root 2 the whole square, correct, plus y2 minus y1. Once again minus root 2 minus root 2. The whole square. Okay, so here what we will get is this is equal to square root of, these will get added since both are negative, दोनों negative है तो add करके क्या आएगा 2 root 2 but negative, और इसका whole square as it is same here minus 2 root 2 whole square. Okay, now इसका square कैसे करेंगे हम लोग, negative को हम लोग ignore कर सकते हैं because the square will be positive. Here we will get square root of 2 square is 4, root 2 square is just 2. Since it is a surd, root 2 का जब square करेंगे हम लोग तो root cancel हो जाएगा, only 2 will be left behind. Same here, 4 into 2. So here we are getting square root of 8 plus 8, that is root 16, which is nothing but 4 units. Okay, so 4 units is the distance between A and B. Now let us calculate distance BC. Distance BC equal to square root of, once again x2 minus x1 मतलब minus root 6 minus minus root 2 minus root 6 minus minus root 2 the whole square plus same thing root 6 minus root 2, correct? Root 6 minus root 2 the whole square. Okay, so this is what we need to find out. This will be equal to square root of minus root 6 plus root 2 the whole square plus this is equal to root 6 plus root 2 the whole square. Okay, now if you notice अंदर जो ब्रैकेट के अंदर टर्म्स है दे आर नॉट लाइक टर्म्स, सो हम लोग इनको ऐड नहीं कर सकते, वी कैन नॉट ऐड देम. देन व्हाट वी विल डू हियर इज डायरेक्टली हम लोग a प्लस बी द होल स्क्वायर का फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे, करेक्ट? a प्लस बी द होल स्क्वायर फॉर्मूला वी विल यूज हियर. सो व्हाट वी विल गेट हियर इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ, नाउ दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिट लेंथी, a प्लस बी द होल स्क्वायर माइनस रूट 6 का स्क्वायर विच इज जस्ट 6, करेक्ट? माइनस रूट 6 का स्क्वायर विल बी जस्ट 6. ओके, सो 6 a स्क्वायर हो गया प्लस 2ab, मतलब 2 इंटू माइनस रूट 6 इंटू रूट 2. ओके, सो वी विल गेट माइनस 2 रूट 6 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रूट 2 प्लस रूट 2 का स्क्वायर दैट इज जस्ट 2, करेक्ट? सो दिस मच पार्ट इज सॉल्व्ड. नेक्स्ट इज रूट 6 प्लस रूट 2 द होल स्क्वायर. नाउ दिस टाइम बीच में प्लस साइन है, तो ये हम लोग डायरेक्टली इसका रेफरेंस लेके लिख सकते हैं. रूट 6 प्लस रूट 2 द होल स्क्वायर विल बी प्लस 6 प्लस 2 रूट 6 रूट 2 प्लस 2, करेक्ट? इसको अगर हम लोग ओपन करेंगे तो a स्क्वायर मतलब 6 हो गया प्लस 2 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रूट 6 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रूट 2 एज इट इज. ओके, एंड फाइनली रूट 2 स्क्वायर दैट इज जस्ट 2. So I wrote it like this. Now here minus 2 root 6 root 2 and plus 2 root 6 root 2 is getting cancelled. एक नेगेटिव है एक पॉजिटिव है तो सब्ट्रैक्ट होके 0 हो जाएगा. And 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 is the only thing left. So we will get how much? 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 2 is again 16. So 4 units is what we are getting once again, correct? So second वाले का आंसर भी 4 यूनिट्स आया. नाउ लेट अस चेक डिस्टेंस AC. ओके, डिस्टेंस AC विल बी हाउ मच? स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ x2 माइनस x1 मतलब माइनस रूट 6 माइनस रूट 2 माइनस रूट 6 माइनस रूट 2 द होल स्क्वायर प्लस y2 माइनस y1 रूट 6 माइनस रूट 2 द होल स्क्वायर. Okay, so this will be equal to square root of, now if I take this minus sign common from both these terms we will get minus 1 common, correct? और इसका square अलग हो गया. What will be left is root 6 plus root 2 the whole square. Okay, minus sign मैंने दोनों में से common ले लिया, उसका square हो गया. Okay, this will become positive 1, so we can ignore this totally, correct? Plus this is root 6 minus root 2 square as it is. Okay, now let us solve this. As I told you, minus 1 का जो square है it is 1 itself, so we can ignore this. Root 2 plus root 6 square, we can use a plus b the whole square formula. So just like here we will do it. This will be equal to root 6 square मतलब 6 plus 2 into root 6 into root 2, correct? Plus root 2 square is nothing but 2, and here we will use a minus b the whole square. So let us use a minus b the whole square. Root 6 square is once again 6 minus 2ab, that means 2 into root 6 into root 2, and finally plus root 2 ka square that is just 2. Now if you look here, these and these two terms they are similar. Once again we are getting the same thing. This is getting cancelled, एक positive एक negative. एंड इन सब का जो एडिशन है 2 प्लस 6 प्लस 6 प्लस 2 इज नथिंग बट रूट 16, दैट इज 4 यूनिट्स. ओके, तो तीनों डिस्टेंसेस मुझे इक्वल मिल रहा है. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? वन थिंग इज कंफर्म्ड दैट दीज आर नॉट कोलिनियर, दीज पॉइंट्स आर नॉट कोलिनियर, क्योंकि दो डिस्टेंस ऐड होके थर्ड डिस्टेंस नहीं आ रहा है. एंड ऑल्सो अगर कोलिनियर नहीं है तो ट्रायंगल ऑब्वियसली बनेगा. कौन सा ट्रायंगल बनेगा? All the three distances are equal. That means it is an equilateral triangle. Finally, we have to write the statement also. Distance, therefore distance AB plus distance BC plus distance AC, I mean equal to distance AC, is not true. Correct? दो distance add होके third distance नहीं आ रहा है. So the points are non-collinear. Hence, an equilateral triangle is formed by the points. Okay, as I told you, दो डिस्टेंस ऐड होके थर्ड डिस्टेंस नहीं आ रहा है. दैट्स व्हाई these points are not collinear and we can form an equilateral triangle since all the three distances are equal. Okay, so this was the third sub question of question number 8. Please finish this fast. I'll give you 30 seconds. Then we'll end the lecture because we have finished today's session. The time is up. So we will begin in the next session after that. Okay students, so thank you everyone. We'll stop the lecture here today. As I told you earlier, there are two questions similar to question number 7. Those questions are question 14 and question number 20. As I told you, it is very similar to question number 7. So question 14 and question 20, I'll be leaving it up to you to solve at home. Consider that as your homework for today. With that, I'll take your leave for today. Thank you everyone for attending the session. Let's hope you complete all your homework and keep studying till the next session. Thank you.